Hello again, basketball fans. Welcome to High School Hoops Weekly. I am Rachel George, joined by Tim Hauer. Final week of the regular season upon us, and we've got plenty to talk about. We'll jump right in. A story of note, we had it on the blog yesterday, but I think we have some footage for you, and definitely worth seeing. Coastal Christian on Friday against Bethel Christian, down 14 with 1:58 left in the game, 61-47. Comes back to win in regulation, 62-61, scores 15 points in about a minute 30, including 3 straight possessions where they pressed, stole the ball, hit a three-pointer. So definitely a big win for the Centurions.
Yeah, and that's a new program, so I don't think they won a game their first year, and not a whole lot of success last year, so this will definitely boost a young team. I read on your blog that they're a fairly young team, so that'll definitely boost their confidence. Another team that's rolling right now is the South Brunswick boys. Covered their game against North Brunswick on Friday night. Overtime game where they actually ended up coming on top, South Brunswick.
Right.
North Brunswick had a chance to win it with 5 seconds left, had a pair of free throws, and neither of them went down, and then South just pretty much took control in overtime. But they're really looking good. Everybody knows about Edward McNeil and how good he is, but they've got Montez Lohman too, who is a very versatile player. He's big, but he plays more like a guard, slashing kind of player, and they're always good defensively. So they've now won 4 in a row, and before that they lost a 4-point game to West Bladen, who we know is really good. So South Brunswick peaking at the right time.
Absolutely, and I talked to Coach Travis Lemansky. You know, they were in the hunt for the Waccamaw title and are now probably out of it after that loss. And he said, South Brunswick, what they do is they'll play you real close, and as long as they're there at the end, they have the guys who can make the shots, and kind of that was the difference. North Brunswick doesn't really have anybody they've asked to do that, so definitely, good couple weeks for the Cougars. Sticking in the Waccamaw, but going over to the girls, East Bladen, no surprise, clinches the title Tuesday night, with a win at South Brunswick. Still unbeaten, 22-0 overall, 11-0 in the conference. And talked to Coach Patty Evers the other day, and you say 22-0, what concerns can you have? But she really does legitimately have some heading here into the conference tournament and playoffs. She doesn't start any seniors, has a really young group, and they're kind of looking for leadership. And another concern is, who have they played? They haven't gotten a lot of competition, anybody who can make a game out of it. So what happens when they get to second or third round of the playoffs and they've got someone like a Northside and it's a 4-point game? Who's going to be the player to step up? And definitely questions I think she has going into the postseason. Yeah,
and from talking to her just over the past couple years too, guard play for them too.
Yes.
They've got to have somebody else. If somebody pressures them, maybe gets them in a full court game, do they have the people that can break a press? And I think that's also another key for them.
Well, we will see. We've got six different teams in the hunt for conference titles, and 3 of them have locked them up. East Bladen with a win on Tuesday, New Hanover boys and Ashley girls had already claimed them at Eastern. So those 3 conferences are locked up. Wallace Rose Hill boys lose on Tuesday night, so if Pender wins on Wednesday, or beats Wallace the second time around, we don't know if that game will be moved. If Pender wins, it's theirs outright. Not mathematically eliminated, but things looking better for the Patriots. Patriot girls also in the hunt for the Tri-County girls title, right up there with Union. And then Waccamaw boys, looks like it's going to be West Bladen. Mathematically, it's still possible that North Brunswick could share it, but looks like it's going to be the Knights. Well, that's it for us this week. Be sure to check back next week. We will know who all those conference champions are. We will be in the thick of the conference tournament and look ahead to the playoffs. If you need anything throughout the week, stats, standings, or stories, go to starnewsvarsity.com. But for this week, for Tim Hauer and myself, Rachel George, this has been High School Hoops Weekly on starnewsonline.com.